iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Hi, I'm Racing Jason. You're watching the Bartel Builders Big Block Series presented by Upstate Racing League right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Sit back, relax, and watch me sling some dirt.
You heard it, race fans. It's time to sling some dirt back in action this season. It is the Bartel Builders Big Block Series presented by the Upstate Racing League right back here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. My name is Roger Muth, and we are glad to be back here starting the season at the Volusia Speedway Park. The series, it only runs through the fall, winter, and early spring here on the iRacing.com platform. And man, every year when it comes summertime, we love going to the real racetrack to meet a lot of these racing drivers and put a face to the name that we've seen here on iRacing. But boy, does it not get any better than coming here to iRacing to be able to race all around the country, virtually. That is, of course, because us here in Pennsylvania, we may not get to go to Volusia, but these drivers here tonight will get to race on iRacing. Well, last season it was the youngster, though, Talon Carter out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania, taking down the entire Upstate Racing League by storm. Talon Carter, of course, picking up the Rookie of the Year championship last year and picking up the overall Big Block Series championship. There's only one other driver that has ever won a Big Block championship here with the Upstate Racing League, and that is Cole Day. Cole Day is back in action here tonight. So is Talon Carter, trying to go back-to-back to be the first and only driver to ever go back-to-back. We'll see if that does happen. A lot of rookies this season coming on board here. And these rookies are not just your average typical rookies. A lot of times you see rookies and you think, well, it's the first time they've ever stepped foot in a Big Block Modified here on iRacing. That is not the case here this season. This rookie class, we thought last year's was packed and, well, a lot of heavy hitters. This season is about to flip the tides because these boys are lock-loaded and ready to go. Drivers from real side of racing. Drivers that, well, they are those rookies. We're going to see how they do perform against some of the high-class veteran racers this season here. We're going to see here in just a little bit. Right now, these drivers in qualifying, and while they're in their qualifying here tonight, we'll set the heat race lineups for these drivers, and then we will drop the hammer for 4 of the Dirt Car heat races. Of course, the Dirt Car Series sponsoring this season's heat races and our last chance qualifier, so that's going to be pretty darn cool to see with the Dirt Car Big Block Modifieds that you see on the real world side of things. They are your premier and number 1 Dirt Car Big Block Modified Series. So with those dirt car heat races and last chance qualifier, those heat races, 4 heat races here tonight, 8 laps the distance. Top 5 will advance. Then we're heading to our LCQ, the last chance showdown, if you will, 15 laps. And, well, we'll tally that all up and see how many cars will go to the A main when we do get that far. Of course, we will lock in 5 drivers out of each heat race, so there you go, 4 cars out of the LCQ here tonight. 50 laps is our feature event here tonight for the Bartel Builders Open House 50 here on opening night for the series. Of course, the Bartel Builders focus on providing high-quality service for your construction needs. Whether it's new constructions, repairs, installs, or damage repairs, the Bartel Builders have you covered, based out of Spirit Lake, Iowa. But just like that, it is just about time to light the fire here tonight for the first time on opening night. Heat race number 1 comes this way, and it is brought to us by our friends over at the Super Dirt Car Series. This is your first starting lineup of the season. Starting on the front row, he is a one-time champion. He drives car number 99. That is the 99 of Cole Day. To his outside, the driver out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania. Last year's Bartel Builders Big Block Series champion. That's the number 1 of Talon Carter. Back into row number 2, driving car number 40 out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania. The Jordan Hen Racing car number 40. That is Josiah Millen. Back into the 4th starting spot out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania. Driving car number 13 here tonight. That's the big show. That is Kyle Lesher. Back into P number 5, rolling off back into the 5th starting spot here tonight. Car number 2B, it's the Bartel Builders 2B. That is Brett Bartels, making his first ever Upstate Racing League modified start here tonight. That is car number 2T. That is Michael Trevarthen out of Florida. Also making his rookie debut here tonight in car number 28. That is going to be Jeff Sharp, starting back into the 7th starting spot. And the front row driver, that is car number 38. The driver, David Patton, is back here tonight. And the driver out of Canada, driving car number 75. He's a familiar name with the Upstate Racing League, maybe on the asphalt side of things, but this rookie has a lot to learn here tonight. This is Mike Alexander piloting car number 75. He'll start shotgun to the field. That is our dirt car starting lineup here tonight for heat race number 1. 9 cars, it will be 5 to transfer. 5 cars out of heat race number 1. 4 of these drivers here tonight will be going to a last chance qualifier. Which driver's going to pull a hot one here tonight? Which driver is going to be looking for a little more speed here tonight? Front row has 2 championships to their names. Talon Carter, Cole Day will start tonight's first heat race of the evening off. This time out of turn number 4. And get ready, because we are set, ready to go with the Bartel Builders Big Block Series here at the Volusia Speedway. They're coming down slow. Talon Carter ready to go. Here we go. Hit the gas. Put it on the board here tonight, race fans. We're racing in Volusia. Good start by the outside. The youngster Talon Carter will lead us down the back straightaway here. Look at the 13 of Talon, or that's going to be Kyle Lesher. Talon Carter in the 1. Kyle Lesher there on the 13. Lap number 1. Going to go to last season's champion, the number 1 of Talon Carter, picking right up where he left off. 99 of Cole Day going to try to slide up in front of the number 13 of Kyle Lesher. That time out of turn number 2. He'll take the spot. Here comes, that's the 2B. Brand new paint scheme on the 2B this season. Looking hot pink and purple. And that is Bartels. He has picked up 2 spots already. 3 wide just behind the transfer spot. Millen, Lesher, and that was Jeff Sharp at the time. Now Sharp going to drop back just a little bit down the back straightaway. There you see it. That is the 2 drivers right now that are battling. Car number 28, that is Jeff Sharp to the inside. Car number 38, that is David Patton. He is to the outside there. Patton is currently on the outside looking in. Michael Trevarthen, the rookie this season, back there running into the 8th spot down around the bottom side of the speedway. Kyle Lesher and Josiah Millen side by side, and the 2B there of Bartels down around the bottom side, just going catfishing here early on. 4 laps to go here in our Super Dirt Car Series first heat race of the season. Look at Talon Carter. He is out front on a Sunday drive. There's the distance off our bar camera here tonight, brought to us by our friends at Bartel Builders. Look at the champ, Talon Carter, leaves him hung 2x2 behind him as they go down the front straightaway. 3 laps to go here, and you're still looking at Talon Carter, Cole Day, Brett Bartels, and Kyle Lesher, along with Josiah Millen, currently inside the transfer spots. Right now, Jeff Sharp, though, one of the fastest cars on the speedway. There you see the number 28 as they're going to see the old popsicle sticks wind them up. It'll be 2 laps to go here in our first heat race of the evening. Bartel still holding off the number 40 of Millen. Millen, a one-time series winner. He won back at Weedsport a couple seasons ago. Final lap is up, presented by Carpenter's Tax Service. It's the final lap here in our first heat race of the evening. Talon Carter running away with this one here in heat race number 1. Talon Carter will pick up the win here. Heat race number 1. It'll be Cole Day, Kyle Lesher, Brett Bartels, Josiah Millen rounding down your top 5 drivers that will advance here into our feature event here tonight on the Bartel Builders night here to open up the season. Your dirt car heat race number 2 going to look like this. Starting on the front row, out of Canada, just getting back in the nick of time from Seattle. That'll be the number 86. That is the man, Kelly Dahl. It is outside, driving the 136 out of Kokomo, Indiana. This is downtown Chris Brown. Making his rookie start in car number 19, the No Bull Racing, number 19 out of New York. Eric Sanford there in car number 19. It's the Wild One, the 1W, the McDuff Racing Bartel Builders 1W of Wade McDuff will go from 4th here tonight, back there into the 5th position out of Illinois, driving the Scott Austin number 5. That is Scott Austin in car number 5, going back into the 5th starting spot here tonight. And the Misfit Motorsports number 81. The Best Colorful Creations number 81, that's Jimmy McIntyre. He'll start 6th. Back into the 7th position, out of Vermont, driving the Sharon Beef number 73. That is Vernon Woodard. Back into the 8th position, making his rookie debut. Car number 9, out of New York, that is John McIntyre. And shotgun to the field, out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, driving the number 31B. This is Donald Bennett. Bennett will start back into the 9th position here. Remember, 9 cars, 5 to transfer straight out of our dirt car heat race here tonight. Talon Carter, the only one that is absolutely sure that he's picked up a win. Which one of these next 9 drivers are ready to drop the hammer in the big blocks here tonight? Or let them go this time by, so put it up on the board another 8 laps here tonight in our heat race. Safety car off and ready to go. Kelly Dahl, Chris Brown dropping the hammer. Heat race number 2 is underway as Kelly Dahl going to shoot out here on the opening lap. Scott Austin currently sitting there in car number 5 on the bubble. Brand new paints out of the Austin Designs entry. Lap 1 will go to Kelly Dahl here in heat race number 2. Big moment there. You saw the 1W of Wade McDuff go from the inside to the outside. One car having some problems back there. I believe that's the number 9 of John McIntyre. John McIntyre off the pace at the back of the field here. We stay green for the time being. Wade McDuff trying to work his way up, but look at the Best Colorful Creations, number 81 of Jimmy McIntyre. Driver out of New York trying to ride the high side here. Vernon Woodard also up there in the Shannon's Beef entry. Oh, there is Jimmy McIntyre. He'll jump the cushion, put 4 in the fluff there to enter turn number 3. He looked like he's going to lose position number 6 at the front of the field, though. It is Chris Brown from downtown trying to roll the bottom side of the speedway right now. So Chris Brown in the White Owl Performance, number 136. Trying to get it done here tonight. He's one of those drivers last season that was bit by the old man, never had a good qualifying effort, had to start out back of his heat races a lot, and, well, those turned into having to go through the last chance qualifier here tonight. He's sitting pretty good, sitting there into the 2nd position right now on the back heels there of the number 86 of Kelly Dahl. Dahl still running away with this one for the time being. Brown going to try and turn it down off the banking out of turn 4. Not going to be able to do it. He'll tuck back in up to the outside. Sanford's right there. There's Austin. Then it's Wade McDuff currently holding down the 5th position in that 1W, the Bartel Builders 1W entry. McDuff holding off Jimmy McIntyre and Vernon Woodard. 3 to go as the popsicle sticks this time, though. We're going up into the air. It'll be 2 more times around the Volusia Raceway Park here, and there it is. Still the battle for the race lead. Nothing has changed as they're side by side down the back straightaway. Chris Brown trying to throw maybe a slider. No, he will not. He'll grab a little bit of the brakes, and he'll still roll the bottom side. White flag in the air. It's the final trip around the speedway, presented by Carpenter's Tax Service. Chris Brown, if you want it, how bad do you want it? It's the final lap. Kelly Dahl, Chris Brown to put their names here in the book. Says Chris Brown to throw a slider. Half slider, not going to quite go up in front of Kelly Dahl. Drag race, it'll be Chris Brown from downtown. So Chris Brown, Kelly Dahl, Eric Sanford, Scott Austin, and Wayne McDuff all picking up a transfer spot. Everybody else going to have to go to that dreaded 15-lap last chance qualifier. Heat race number 3 now on to the way here tonight. And this is our Super Dirt Car Series heat race number 2. Starting on the front row in car number 15 here tonight. This will be car number 15 of Ryan Holland. In P number 2, the Dobbs is detailing number 90 out of Crossville, Tennessee. That is racing Jason Dobbs. He'll start in second. Third spot here tonight out of, well, it says we got the 00 of Doug Ungari out of Montana going P number 3. We're double check to see if our scores have that one correct. So the Mountain Man, the 00 of Doug Ungari, will go third according to the graphic guy. Starting back into the fourth spot, it'll be the 13G. That is Guillaume Fortin. That is right, the driver that runs the asphalt side. He's here tonight to try and pick up a win on the dirt side. And last year's Coach's Corner Challenge winner, the number 51 of Justin Fuller in the Aftermath Motorsports number 51, he'll go P number 5. Making his first ever start here with the Upstate Racing League, car number 65 out of Northern New York. This is Matthew LaValle in car number 65. Back there in P number 7 out of New York, rookie this season. Car 05, David Callahan will pilot the 05 here tonight. And the driver out of the Martinsville Mafia, number 71, this is Jeremy Watkins. Watkins will start back into the 8th spot here tonight in our third heat race of the evening. That's your heat race lineup here for our Dirt Car Super Series heat race number 3. Talon Carter picking up the first heat race win. Chris Brown from downtown picking up heat race number 2. Now, it's these drivers' turn to light the fire underneath their pedal of their big block modifieds here on iRacing. A lot of good drivers starting a little bit deeper into the field than they would like to start here tonight. We're turning them loose, though, this time. 8 laps the distance. Here they come. Big blocks roar to life. Great start by Ryan Holland. He'll leave them stacked up behind him down the back straightaway. Dobbs will pull into second. Guillaume rolling the outside in the 13G. Dobbs, one of those drivers that has never seen one of these big block modifieds. The only time he's ever seen one was on a trailer when it was headed south last season to start the season. Right now, he's rolling that car down around the bottom side. He said he did a lot of testing in the offseason. Lap 1, though, going to Ryan Holland. Lap 2 to Ryan Holland. It'll be Holland, Dobbs, Ford, Ungari, and Fuller across the line. So Justin Fuller holding on to the transfer spot right now. He's got, there it is. There's the New York number 65 of Matthew LaValle. He is sitting there in the blue, black, red numbers, 65. One spot out of the transfer spot right now. 5 laps to go here. Ryan Holland still holding the top spot here. The Upstate RC Hobbies entry, picking up right where he left off last season. He was on a hot streak at the end of the season. The Foxtrot RC Park riding on board, car number 15 this season. Ungari down around the bottom still. He said he's going to stick down there all night long. We'll see if the driver out of Montana, who got to see his first ever big block modifieds last weekend at the Charlotte Dirt Track. The Super Dirt Car Series, of course, ended the season off at the dirt track at Charlotte. Doug Ungari getting to fly in, getting to watch the ground pounders from the northeast. Oh, he's going to get turned. The 00 of Doug Ungari going to go around and, capsize the 00. We'll see if he can get back on his wheels. Doug Ungari not going to be happy with that one with 3 laps to go. Him and Guillaume Fortin battling there inside the top transfer spots. They were current at the time, 3rd and 4th, as that'll bring out the first caution flag we have seen here this evening. Let's take a look. What happened to the Mountain Man of Doug Ungari? Watch that black car to the outside here, the black and gold one. Ungari going to go up, ride the high side. It looks like Guillaume Fortin just maybe comes up just a little bit there. He's going to get into that 00, and then Ungari up over and going to wind up on a side. The Bartel Builders onboard camera here. Little contact, and he'll lay it on the side. So that'll be the first caution flag of the evening here, and it does look like the 13G of Guillaume Fortin going to be sent to the tail of the field here tonight. So unfortunately, G-Man going to be outside the transfer spot. He'll have to pick up 2 here now if he would like to transfer in. And when we go back racing, it'll be the popsicle sticks. It'll be 2 laps to go. Right now, it's Ryan Holland, racing Jason Dobbs, Justin Fuller, Matthew LaValle, David Callahan in the transfer spot, Jeremy Watkins, and Guillaume Fortin. Doug Ungari still getting his toe back to the pit road. We'll see if he can come back out onto the racetrack. All the rookies you see this season, well, Rookie title this season being picked up by the Adirondack Picker, specializing in motorsports memorabilia, radio-controlled cars, late model trains, gaming, vintage electronics. You can find them all over there on eBay. They are treasures that you may have forgot about that you need. Head on over to ebay.com and type in the Adirondack Picker store, as they are the rookie sponsor this season. So Matthew LaValle and David Callahan here in, along with the number 13 of Guillaume Fortin, all part of that Adirondack Picker Rookie of the Year Championship contenders this season. Come back into the Hanson Starter Shop restart zone. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go. Look at Fuller. He went right down to the bottom side. He's going to try and pick off that number 98 of racing Jason Griffith Dobbs. Dobbs out there to the outside of the Tennessee's Volunteers, number 98. They're come by this time. It'll be the white flag presented by Carpenter's Tax Service. Final trip around the speedway. Ryan Holland trying to run away. Flying Ryan out front here. Battle for that second spot. Dobbs on the outside. Where's your transfer car? There's the 05. Doesn't look like that's going to be contested. To be Ryan Holland, racing Jason, Justin Fuller, Matthew LaValle, and David Callahan coming across the line. Guillaume Fortin, Jeremy Watkins, and the 00 of Doug Ungori, all going to have to go to a last chance qualifier. So that's how they will line up and look as we get ready for another one of our Super Dirt Car Series starting lineups here for heat race number 4. Final heat race of the evening. 8 cars on the docket for this one. Driving the Brissett Racing 03. This is Speedy Brissett. He'll take the pole. Into P number 2, out of Vermont, that's the Swanton, Vermont driver. Car number 22, the Ray's Diane Tubing entry, that's Dylan Rabtoy. It's the birthday boy out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania, driving car number 97 here tonight. Happy birthday, the Hamburg hot dog, Robbie Schaefer gets P3. Tyler Ghost back in car number 14, first time ever on the series tour. He'll start car number 14 in the 4th position. All the way from Huntley, Illinois, the Empire Racing, number 11, Illinois, that's Brian Hacker. Hacker will start 5th, and it's the 96 of Al Smith Jr. In the Smith Racing Inc., number 96, he'll start in P number 6. And the 9J of Brian Jones out of New York, also here tonight in the 9J. He'll start 7th. 8th will be the driver out of South Carolina, driving car number 25. That is the Dark Side Dave Motorsports. Number 25B, Dave Whirl in car number 25B will roll from the final starting spot here in our heat race. That's your starting lineup for your final Dirt Car Super Series heat race here tonight. 8 cars, 5 to qualify right out of the heat races tonight. Drop the hammer for another 8 laps here. So this time we will go iRacing.com safety car in. Green flag is up. We're racing once again here in our 4th and final heat race. Speedy Brissett going to get a good start there. As he'll lead down the back straightaway, he'll leave everybody else behind him battling to see who can get into a transfer spot. Lap 1 will go to Speedy Brissett. Battle at the transfer spot. Al Smith Jr. has it for the time being in the stand. RC Speedway number 96 working the outside of the speedway. Brian Hacker back there. Robbie Schaefer, the birthday boy, in the Full Moon Garage. Number 97 going down to the bottom trying to get around car number 14. That's Tyler Groskup, rookie this season. One of those Adirondack Picker Rookie of the Year candidates. Look at Dave Whirl trying to get around Brian Hacker. Hacker with a brand new paint scheme this season. Trying to see if he can grab a little luck. Last 2 years, he says he hasn't had as much luck as he had in the super late model that we used to run here on the dirt side of things with the Upstate Racing League. Look at Al Smith. He's going top shelf here to try and get back around the Full Moon Garage. Robbie Schaefer making the inside work here tonight. They always say you got to go where they ain't, and Robbie Schaefer's down around the bottom. But now he's going to lose a little ground that time. Out of 4, tagged by Al Smith going into 1. Schaefer was pointed at the infield fence. Smith lifted out of it. Now he'll let Brian Hacker go by. Now Smith is on the outside looking in with 3 to go this time at the stripe. Just 3 more times around. It is Speedy Brissett, Dylan Rabtoy, Tyler Groskup, Robbie Schaefer. Now Al Smith back into the picture as Schaefer is holding up the 11 down on the bottom side of the speedway. That inside lane does not seem to be the place to be. Rose Cup going to go and throw a little bit of a slider there on Rabzoy up there for the second spot. He goes right back down to the bottom. Doesn't quite clear that slider, so he goes back to try to protect it. Now it is going to be Robbie Schaefer with 2 laps to go, holding off Al Smith and Brian Hacker. Battle for second, but the battle also back here for the transfer spot with this time. It'll be 1 lap to go here in our heat races. Final trip around presented by Carpenter's Tax Service here in heat race number 4, the final heat race of the evening. Smith going to drive it into the top side. Hacker starting to pull away down on the bottom side. Maybe if you got a little bit of a soft foot here tonight like Brian Hacker does, you can make it work. Speedy Brissett, though, will come speeding off turn number 4. It'll be Speedy Brissett picking up the heat race number 4 win. Rabzoy, Rose Cup, Schaefer, Hacker is how they come across. Smith, Worrell, and Jones will all have to go to a last chance qualifier, which is coming up next. 15 laps here will be the distance in our last chance qualifier. 20 cars locked in, 4 spots remaining, so keep your eye here tonight on the big board for those final 4 spots. It's our Super Dirt Car Series LCQ, and this is how they're going to line up for this one. Starting on the front row, out on New York, driving car number 28, Jeff Sharp will start P number 1. To his outside, the Misfit Motorsports entry. This will be Jimmy McIntyre. Back into P number 3, the 13G will start there in P number 3, while the 96 of Al Smith Jr. will go 4th. 5th will go to the number 38 of David Patton. He'll start back there into the 5th spot, and it's the Stand RC Speedway, number 73 of Vernon Woodard. Back into the 7th spot, car number 71, Jeremy Watkins will start 7th in car 71. The 25B of Dave Worrell will start there in P number 8, while the 2T of Michael Trevarthen back into the 9th starting spot. John McIntyre in car number 9 will start back into the 10th position, while driving the 00 out of Montana, the Doug Ungari entry. Doug, driving car 00 here tonight, will start 11th. The 9J of Brian Jones will start back into P number 12 and back into the 13th starting spot. Car number 75, a Asphalt Series champion with the Upstate Racing League, Mike Alexander. The Rev Racing number 75 will start 13th, and the driver out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, driving the number 31B, Donald Bennett here tonight, was late to the call. He'll start shotgun to the field here in our last chance qualifier. So the last chance qualifier ready to go. 4 cars to qualify here, 14 to take the green. So the LCQ going to be hot and heavy. If you want to get into the show, you got to go from the drop of the green flag here tonight. Take a look. That's your front row. There you see the Lebanon Valley Speedway number 28. And, of course, the Best Colorful Creations number 81 here tonight. Ready to go. 15 laps the distance. It's the last chance to get into the dance here. Hanson starter shot, green flag. I lie. We're going around one more time. See, I got you thinking. We were ready to roll right there. All of us were ready to go. These big block modifieds tonight putting on a good show here from the Volusia Raceway Park. Hey, race fans, did you take notice that our one to go tonight presented by Carpenter's Tax Service? That's right. Tax season is right around the block. Carpenter's Tax Service has your tax prep ready to go. Contact Carpenter's Tax Service when it's tax time because you don't want to be late on those taxes. I heard they come for race cars if you're late. That's just what I hear. So Sharp and McIntyre, Fortin, Smith, Patton, Woodard is your first 3 rows. Now we're ready. Well, race control saying someone actually not lined up, so, well, we'll just tack another one onto it. Race fans, thanks for all tuning in here tonight to watch the season opener for the Upstate Racing League tonight here. The Bartel Builders Big Block Series, they are back in action as you see it every Sunday night, 8:15 Eastern, right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. My name, Roger Muth, once again, bringing you all the racing action from, well, all around the iRacing.com platform with the Upstate Racing League. Of course, we have the Bartel Builders here on Sunday night, and, of course, our Best Colorful Creations Pro Series, the Super Late Model Asphalt Series, every Wednesday night at 8:30 Eastern. You get myself and one of the racers you see out there on the little speedway. He is locked into the dance, though, Kelly Dahl, stepping out of the booth on Sundays and racing these big block modifies. Green flag up. Here we go. Look at him fan out to turn number 1. One car a little tight down there. I believe that was number 71. Jeremy Watkins got a little tight, but he was able to hold on to it. Jeremy Watkins actually a little off the pace. Him and Donald Bennett making a little contact. Lap 1 goes in the books, though. It'll be Jeff Sharp holding the spot, but look at the G-Man. Guillaume, Fortin down on the bottom side, making the bottom work. Not a dirt racer. We talked about it. one of those drivers that, well, likes his asphalt. Hasn't been able to pick up a win on Wednesday nights just yet. Caution lights on the speedway here. Caution lights on the speedway. The mountain man, Doug Ungari, has gone around. You see the driver out of Montana pulling away. Nose damage to that modified. Also looks like maybe the little left rear quarter panel damage. Take a look here. What happened to the 00? Did he just get himself tangled up and turned around? Or is there something out in front of him that he came into? Oh! Well, that's one way to itch your leg, I guess. Doug backing it into the fence. He'll have to drop to the back of the field. Everybody was wondering, though, what happened on that start. Watch the 71 here, Jeremy Watkins. Watkins goes down into the corner. Not sure. He comes up lame right there. The car looked like maybe popping out a gear down the back straightaway. The officials kept it green. I'm not quite sure what happened. And there's Donald Bennett in the 31B. He also had some issues, I do believe. But boy, that's how everything starts. And well, these drivers are going to be looking for a little bit better start here tonight after we go back racing. Of course, you are watching the last chance qualifier here for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series presented by the Upstate Racing League here tonight. Season opener from the Volusia Raceway Park. Every year so far we've come here to Volusia to start the season off. Well, the first season we came down here with the Big Block Modifieds. Cold Day was able to pull off a last lap pass through the slick on Justin Fuller. Well, of course, last year, though, then Justin Fuller came back and was able to beat the field. So Cold Day and Justin Fuller are the only two winners ever in the Big Block Series here at Volusia. Well, we have been here before, though, with the super late models on dirt. Cody McCallie was able to pick up the first ever win back in 2019, and Brian Hacker in 2020 on his, well, call it one heck of a season by Brian Hacker when he was able to pick up the Bartel Builders Super Late Model Championship here on dirt. And, of course, he also picked up the Street Stock Championship on dirt also that same season. That driver, he was kind of rewriting all the record books that year, leading everything. Ready to put another name in a record book here, though. Remember, the top four cars will qualify right now. Sharp, Fortin, McIntyre, and Smith as we fire back off Jeff. Sharp is sharp back to the throttle here. Green flag back into the air. He rolls it through the slick in the center, though, and tries to get the run off the corner. Sharp right now is leading the way as he rolls the top side of the speedway. Let's throw the tower down there, show you who's inside the top four. Smith right now has that final transfer spot. A lot of good cars back there right now outside the transfer. Brian Jones going around. That'll throw the caution lights on once again. So the caution lights coming on. Brian Jones down here in turn number 1. There you see the 9J. Out of Clifton Park, New York, the Scoonies Market entry has gone around. Nose piece missing from his Big Block Modified. Take the look. Let's all see it together. Little contact. Both 9 cars making contact and a heavy barrel roll. Barrel roll, bunny hop, barrel roll on the... Oh, he lands it. We'll have to wait to see what the Canadian judge here tonight scores that one. Right on board with our Bartel Builders onboard camera with the 9J. See the wheel contact, and Jones kept his right foot in it, and right there, the track just kind of bows there coming into the corner. That was a hard impact, and luckily, though, it lands back on the wheels. I'd say soft landing, but we all know that one is not a soft landing. See the two cars make the contact there, and wow, Mike Alexander just absolutely dropping the anchor. The driver out of Nova Scotia dropping the anchor and missing that 9J car. So, let's double them back up after that little bit of a tango. Call it a 2-car incident down in turn number 1. A very hard impact for the 9J of Brian Jones. And Jones is still out there. There you see him. The 9J, though, that aerodynamics, well, that one is going to be a... Race fans, you need a quarter panel. Virtually, of course. I think we can get a picture of it for you and send it to you. We can get Brian Jones to sign it if you really want. Of course, all the racers here with the Upstate Racing League, some of the best characters out there on the series. Always taking our jokes very well. Virtually signed quarter panels, race fans. So it'll be the Lebanon Valley number 28, though, of Jeff Sharp and the 13G, the G-Man to the outside. It'll be the Best Colorful Creations number 81 and the RC Stand Speedway. Green flag back up. Here we go. 10 laps remaining here in our last chance qualifier tonight. Look at the 81 Jimmy McIntyre trying to pack a cake down there on the bottom side, trying to get it real nice and smooth on the bottom side. One car going around. The 38, the driver of the Luke Oil entry. Going around, David Patton, there you see him. Two cars getting tangled. I believe that was the 2T of Michael Trevarthen that was into the rear bars of car number 38. Everybody else doing some really good wreck avoidance on that one. Take a look at it. Let's see. There's the Luke Oil number 38 down the back straightaway. Let's see. Michael Trevarthen with just a little boot there to the back of Patton's car. The Bartel Builders bar camera going to show it to us perfectly here. Red bars to the orange bars. Whoop! Mike Alexander once again just barely scooting through another one of these. I do believe under 10 laps to go here. Our officials will tell these drivers that we will go single file restart. Let's see how this plays out, though. They might be able to double them up because it is still 10 laps to go. It might be under 10 laps to go. Don't quote me. We'll see what the officials say here tonight at Volusia. Of course, this is our Super Dirt Car Series last chance qualifier here tonight. The Super Dirt Car Series remains the premier traveling tour for the big block modifieds in the nations. You know, those beasts from the Northeast, the ground pounders. Yep, that's right. That Super Dirt Car Series. They just wrapped up their season. Matt Shepard was able to pick up the win down at, or not the win, but the championship, I should say. Has picked up the most wins on the tour this season with the Dirt Car Series. Didn't have such good luck, though, down at the dirt track at Charlotte. So a rookie right now. Two rookies at the front of this last chance qualifier. And Sharp says, now looks like a great time to turn them loose once again. Smith still sitting back there in the transfer spot, but look who's banging on the back door now with under 10 laps to go. That is Vernon Woodard, the driver, who has the Stand RC Speedway, the Sheridan Beef entry. Well, you got the boss man and the sponsored entry right there. Of course, Vernon Woodard running 600 modifieds, or, well, 500 up there at the Devil's Bowl in Vermont. He's got the Stand RC Speedway slapped on his car, and, of course, you see it right there on the quarter panel, and, of course, Al Smith, the man behind the scenes up there. Dave Worrell currently on the outside looking in. There's Mike Alexander. He goes to the outside. Doug Ungari trying to make up some ground. There's the R&R Kingsman Auto Salvage number 75 working the high lane. That blue, white, and black number 75, the highlighter letters. 3 wide back here at the tail. That's the 9J of Brian Jones to the outside, the 2T of Michael Trevarthen, and the number 38, that was David Patton. They were battling way outside the transfer spots as, number 75 of Mike Alexander with 5 laps to go, having some problems. So the 4th caution flag here in our LCQ will come out. The Super Late Model Asphalt champion from 2 years ago having some problems. He was right outside a transfer spot. There you see him. He was right behind the 5th place runner. That is Vernon Woodard. Drives it down. Oh, he climbs the tire of the car 73. And nowhere for the number 9. That was Jimmy McIntyre and Donald Bennett. Then bang, little wheels. McIntyre comes to a stop down along the inside fence line. There'll be a good onboard camera. Watch the Bartel Builders onboard camera with Mike Alexander. Nowhere for John McIntyre to go in car number 9, so he's involved. Donald Bennett is involved. That's what puts us under this caution flag. Just one driver jumping over a right rear. So we'll see. I think our officials are telling these guys that we will double it up. We did get a couple laps of green flag competition in this time. So we'll see. It still will be Jeff Sharp, Guillaume Fortin, Jimmy McIntyre, Al Smith right now. Those 4 drivers. Remember, we took 5 drivers out of each one of the Super Dirt Car Series heat races here tonight. So 5 out of that leaves us with 4 open spots here tonight to get into the feature event. You do not want to miss the Bartel Builders opening night feature event coming up a little bit later on right after this. Have a little bit of an intermission here tonight. Then we go 50 laps here in the opening night here for the Bartel Builders Open House 50. Looks like they're giving them a thumbs up, so we'll put 5 laps back on the board when we drop the green flag here. Come back into the Hanson Starter Shop restart zone. There you see the iRacing.com safety car off. Sharp says, chase me if you can. This time, Vernon Woodard going to go to the bottom side as Al Smith bangs the boards up around. Look at Dave Whirl. Whirl through the center of the track there, right through the slick in one. It looked good, but slips a little down the back straightaway. 4 to go in that transfer spot. It's now or never. Drop the hammer. Dave Whirl once again. Oh, that time going to hit a little bit of a rut. Whirl going to bounce up the track. Here comes Ungari working the bottom side as, looks like our officials are saying this will be it right here. Jeff Sharp will come across the line. Guillaume Fortin, Jimmy McIntyre, and Al Smith Jr. will all transfer in. So Jeff Sharp picking up the last chance qualifier win here tonight. So Sharp picks that up. Well, you know what that means? The heat races are in the books. It also looks like our last chance qualifier is officially in the books tonight. That leaves us with just one more thing on the docket, and that's the Bartel Builders Open House 50 here tonight from Volusia. But first, we got to get our national anthem played here tonight, race fans, and we'll be back with the 50-lap feature event here from Volusia.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof
Welcome back to Volusia race fans for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series presented by the Upstate Racing League. Heat races in the books, last chance qualifier in the books, and boy do we have somebody special here tonight to talk to all of us here race fans, a rookie that was able to pick up that last chance qualifier. How about it, Jeff Sharp? First new to the league here, and you're able to lock her into the show through that last chance qualifier.
Yeah, it was a pretty good race. I would have liked some more green flag laps, but the bottom seemed to work pretty well.
The bottom works for you well here in that last chance qualifier. What do you think this track, how do you think it's going to evolve, though, over 50 laps here tonight for our feature event?
It's going to be some good racing because I think you can run top to bottom here.
Top to bottom. Where are we going to find this number 28, though, tonight? Are we going top shelf hunting, or are we going to go catfishing tonight?
Usually a low runner.
Well, there's nothing wrong with going a little fishing, especially when we're down here in Florida. So, Jeff, welcome to the series, and we hope to watch you compete for the Adirondack Rookie of the Year championship here, and, of course, our Bartel Builders Big Block Championship the rest of the season.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
There you hear it from your last chance qualifier winner, the driver out of East Greenbush, New York, car number 28 out of the Lebanon Valley. That is Jeff Sharp. Sharp is in on the last chance qualifier. And, well, dirt car heats are in the books with that last chance qualifier. That means it's time to open up the house here tonight, race fans, for the Bartel Builders opening night here for the Upstate Racing League. We officially have 24 starters, and this is your starting lineup here tonight for the Bartel Builders opening night here for the Upstate Racing League. And we have the wild invert done, and we are taking no invert here tonight. A heads-up start, as that's how they are ready to line up here. And your champion from last season will start on the pole. It's the car number 1 out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania. Talon Carter grabs the pole. His outside is Chris Brown from downtown Kokomo, Indiana. The 136 will roll from second. Third here tonight, out of New York, back for his second season of competition. Car number 15, that's Ryan Holland. Back there in P number 4, the only Brissett here tonight, representing the Brissett Racing. 03, that's Speedy Brissett. One championship to this driver. It's car number 99. Cole Day will roll from P number 5 here tonight at Volusia. And back into the 6th spot. He's normally up here in the booth on Wednesday nights. Car number 86. That's Kelly Dahl. Back into the 7th spot. It's the Griffith. Stone. Dobbs Detailing, number 98 of Racing Jason Dobbs. He'll start 7th. It's the Raised Iron Tubing, number 22 out of Swanton, Vermont. That's going to be the 22 of Dylan Rabtoy. Kyle Lesher out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania, driving car number 13, his second season on the tour. He'll start back into the 9th spot. Eric Sanford, a rookie, the No Bull Racing 19, goes 10th. Justin Fuller, the Coach's Corner Championship winner last season, car number 51, out of New York, will start 11th. And this driver, car 14, he's a rookie out of New York. Tyler Grosscup in car number 14 will go from P number 12. 13th on the call, it's the 2B, the Bartel Builders 2B of Brett Bartels. Scott Austin, car number 5, will go 14th. 15th, the Matthew LaValle on the call here tonight. Happy birthday, Robbie Schaefer, the Hamburg Hot Dog here tonight in the 97. Happy birthday. Josiah Millen out of Kutztown, Pennsylvania, driving the Jordantown Racing. Number 40, he'll start 17th on the call. It's the wild one, the 1W, the Bartel Builders 1W. Wade McDuff will go 18th. David Callahan in car 05 out of New York. He's a rookie. He'll go 19th. Brian Hacker will start deep in the field here tonight in the 11 Illinois. Brian Hacker back into 20th. 21st will go to Jeff Sharp. 22nd to the G-Man in the 13G out of Canada. Guillaume Fortin making his first feature event start. Back in 23rd, the Misfits Motorsports Best Golf Creations number 81. That is Jimmy McIntyre Jr. And grabbing the final spot here tonight in our Bartel Builders 50 here tonight, that'll be Al Smith Jr. There they are, race fans, as they come by the stands. All 24 drivers of the Bartel Builders Big Block Series here for the Upstate Racing League. 50 laps. 50 green flag laps is what we have here tonight. 24 drivers. 24 of the best here with the series. And we sent a handful of them home here tonight. 12 went home here tonight, not getting into our feature event for the first race of the season. The Hanson Starter Shop green flag zone here tonight for the A main is up, and Talon Carter is loud on the throttle. Carter will lead us into turn 1. Not a good start for Kokomo's own of Chris Brown. He's 3 wide right now. He's got Ryan Holland to the bottom, Kelly Dahl to the outside, as that's 3 wide for the 3rd spot. Speedy Brissett was able to sneak on by there in lap number 1 to take the second position. He's had himself a really good start. Cole Day's right there, wrapped into the middle of this one. Sideways for the 99 of Cole Day. Contact, there's the 98 of Racing Jason. Laval's Nation, number 98, going to lift down to the throttle there as he was into the back there of the 99 of Cole Day, who was all sorts of out of shape. We stay green flag racing here at Volusia. Talon Carter pulling away with this one already. A half a second race lead and 2 laps for the youngster out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania. Runs a 602 crate car here in Pennsylvania. Close contact there. Another one of those 602 drivers. That's the number 22. That's Dylan Rabtoy. Rabtoy getting pushed around a little bit right now. Dropped a couple spots. He was high up as running into the 6th spot. Now he's dropped back to 9th. Little 3-wide action back here. There's the Full Moon Garage. They are 3 wide stacked up. And oh boy, hold them tight. That's the 2B. Brett Bartel's there. He was stuck in the middle. Kyle Lesher, Josiah Millen. Little contact down on the bottom side. They're going to wad him up down here in turn 1. 1 car around down on the bottom side. See if he gets it pointed back into the right direction. But that was Guillaume Fortin and the 1W of Wayne McDuff making a little contact. Kyle Lesher was also involved down on the bottom side. We stay green for the time being. And it does look like they are selling the 05 of David Callahan. Get that one wound back up. They want to keep this one going green here tonight at Volusia. After a hot start by Speedy Brissett, he went down to the bottom side. Kelly Dahl got around him. Chris Brown, Ryan Holland. Here comes now Eric Sanford, car number 19. There you see the 19 to the outside. One of those rookies tonight coming in. Brissett just cannot seem to put the power of that Bartel Builders Big Block Modified down to the ground here tonight. That ground pounder just tearing up that dirt. Ryan Holland also having himself a run. On the outside, there you see the Upstate RC and Hobby Showtime Custom Graphics number 15. Holding the White Owl Performance number 136 of Chris Brown down to the bottom side of the speedway right now. Brown just catfishing around. The Warrior Wraps entry has the same paint scheme as last year. So does Holland, though. So 2 cars that we know identical from last year. Nothing's changed. The drivers are the same. The cars look the same. They run the same. And, well, it's the same song and dance. Both drivers inside the top 5 here in the feature. Justin Fuller also trying to come through the field here. Had to start outside the top 10 tonight at Volusia, trying to be the first driver to go back-to-back. Won last year here in the season opener. Buried into the field deep, though. Kyle Lesher, the driver out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania right now. The driver that started in a pretty good spot. He started just outside the top 10 as you see a 3-wide battle out in front of him. That is Al Smith trying to start some spots as he had to start shotgun to the field. 1 driver up against the boards, and that'll draw the caution flag. Caution lights are on all around the speedway. We were talking about Kyle Lesher and Al Smith back there having 2 different kind of nights going right now. Lesher down 12 spots as Smith has been gaining spots left and right. Callahan comes to a stop, though. The rookie to bring out the caution flag. So the 05's the reason. Let's see, did something happen as the car leaned over down in turn 3 and 4. See what happened here is, he looks like he climbed, got into the wall, and possibly something breaking there on the suspension. And that's what's going to draw a caution flag here tonight at Volusia. So the first caution flag here in our Bartel Builders feature event here tonight for the Upstate Racing League. First caution flag of the evening. Talon Carter, though, who picked up heat race number 1's in pretty dominating fashion, has been able to dominate the first 12 laps here of our feature event. 1 car coming pit side right now. That'll be the 05 of David Callahan. So Callahan coming pit side. So it's Talon Carter, Kelly Dahl, Ryan Holland, Chris Brown, Speedy Brissett, Eric Sanford, Justin Fuller, and Cole Day. Racing Jason Dobbs and the birthday man of Robbie Schaefer right now. The Hamburg Hot Dog is how they are inside the top 10. We will get these cars doubled back up here tonight. We'll see if David Callahan, he will get his courtesy laps here tonight. See if the rookie can get his 05 back out onto the speedway. He is being scored 1 lap down, though, to the race leaders. We'll see where that scores, where the scores ultimately do put him. Looks like Talon Carter will choose the outside lane here as the safety car lights are out. So we're coming back into the Hanson Starter Shop green flag restart zone here. It'll be 13 laps officially in the books here tonight in the Bartel Builders opening race here for the Big Block Series. As I'm getting word, it looks like the 05 will not make the call back to the racetrack, so we'll go here. Waiting for the iRacing.com safety car to make its way off the racing surface. We do Talon Carter, Kelly Dahl, your front row. Here we go. Talon Carter will shoot out to the race lead. Look at Kelly Dahl hold that top spot, though. He is holding the outside over Ryan Holland as they work down the back straightaway. Chris Brown going to really drive it in deep. Try to make it 3 wide there. Kelly Dahl left the hole for the time being. Not going to be able to do anything with it. 1 lap back to Green Flag Racing. The 51 of Fuller and Cold Day side by side. Speedy Brissett still down on the bottom side with car 03 and has not been able to work his way back to the top shelf here tonight. We do think this track is going to go through a transition if we get enough laps. As look at Fuller. He says, I'm not waiting for it to transition. Tried to stuff it 3 wide. Cold Day just kept his foot in it on the outside. Dobbs going to go even higher. Little bar contact down in 1 and 2. Little bar contact, and the caution lights come out. The number 14. There you see the Bicknell Racing cat, number 14. Tyler Grosscup coming around to bring the caution flag out. Did he have a little help? It's going to be the question, though. So a lot of bar contact throughout the field down there in turns 1 and 2 on that restart. Let's take a look. There you see the 14. He was right ahead of number 5. That is Scott Austin. There were 3, almost 4 wide, and yeah, a little contact, little bars rubbing out there, and the 14 going to go turn around into the outside wall with the left-hand side of that car. Right on board. Bartel Builders onboard camera, and just trying to be ginger on the throttle, and around he's going to go. So that's what puts this feature event under caution for the second time here tonight. And yep, 1 car is off the racing surface. His transponder has stopped scoring. And another one coming to pit road. We don't know what's happening to the 1W. That is Wayne McDuff. So Wayne McDuff is being scored off the racing surface also. So 2 cars right now on to pit lane. Actually, it looks like Callahan has called it a night in the 05. David Callahan, of course, making his first feature event start ever here with the Bartel Builders Big Block Series here with the Upstate Racing League at the Volusia Raceway Park. Lights are out, so that means we are coming back here into the Hanson Starter Shop restart zone. It'll be 16 completed out of 50, not quite halfway here tonight at Volusia. Lights are off. It'll be Talon Carter choosing the outside. Kelly Dahl down to the bottom. Chris Brown to the outside of row number 2. Ryan Holland to the inside row number 2. Look at Speedy Brissett. Guess what? Still stuck down to the bottom there. There is the Brissett Racing 03 entry out of Airborne. Here we go. Let's wind them back up. The big blocks coming into the Hanson Starter Shop restart zone. They're up. We are green. Talon Carter is away. Carter is away. Now what can Chris Brown do? This is the second time he's had to restart behind the youngster out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania. Can he reel him in? Right on board. The Bartel Builders onboard camera with the 136 of Chris Brown. Brown is no stranger to victory lane. Trying to chase down the youngster. Wash Rags leading here tonight at Volusia, but not by much. 3 wide behind him. 3 wide, that's the 19 of Stanford in the middle. That was Holland to the outside. Brissett down on the bottom side. Cold Day, and looks like the 51 of Justin Fuller making a little contact. Brian Hacker also right there in the mix here tonight. Hacker has picked up 11 spots from where the driver out of Huntley, Illinois has started. Brand new paint, and that car is coming to life. He's trying to go around the champ Cold Day. Sanford down to the bottom also out in front of Hacker there. Contact around, gonna go the 19. Hacker involved. The 2B also getting a little piece of that, so the third time the caution lights will fly here tonight at Volusia, and that car is not tracking straight. The driver out of New York, they're making his first ever start. There you see car number 19, Eric Sanford. The car looks like it's crab walking just a little bit down the back straightaway. Let's see as he comes by the flag stand here. And yeah, that car is a little discombobulated. The rear end shifted over. It looks like a good half, I'm going to say half a foot, maybe 6 inches or so. Let's see what happened. We watched it. let's watch it again. Watch that white car down there into turn 1 now. Looks like he tried to drive under Brissett, had to stab the brake a little bit, and Justin Fuller going to turn him around, and the 11 of Hacker, nowhere to go. Right on board with the number 19 here of Sanford. Drives it in, grabs a little brake, and... oh, that was the 2B, the Bartel Builders 2B of Brett Bartels, who also got a little piece of that. So that's what brings out that caution flag. One driver trying to get to the bottom, one driver trying to hammer back in. They made a little contact, around they went. Wade McDuff coming back out onto the racing surface. He actually is going to get saved by that caution flag. He will not go a lap down. So the 1W staying on the lead lap there. You see Sanford back there. Tyler Rosecup, he's also back there. Both drivers having a little hard ship here in the early stages of this one. There you see the race leader. He's last year's champion here with the big blocks. There you see Talon Carter. Picked up his first career championship with the series. Does look like the lights are extinguished at the top of the iRacing.com safety car, so here we go. Carter, Brown this time on the front row. Brown giving Carter a little bit of a leeway there so he can see, and here he goes. He wanted to get back to the top side. A little contact there on the restart between Brown and Holland. Brown going to throw a slider down into 1. They'll take that spot. Look at the mid-pack. It's a little bit crazy. Look at Hacker trying to get in front of the number 97 as he'll roll the middle. Look at the 2B. Bartel's going to split the difference between Dobbs and Rabtoy. Rabtoy down around the bottom. A little contact. Everybody sideways. Dobbs going to gather it up. 3 wide, 4 wide. Here we go. 3 by 3. Look at Josiah Millen down to the bottom side. He was involved in that little bottom side scuffle. That's the 65. Matthew LaValle making his first ever start here with the series. Al Smith Jr. from the outhouse to almost breaking the top 10. Got a little sideways down there. 4 wide, 3 wide for Smith in the middle. That's Guillaume Fortin and Millen are in the middle with 4 wide. This racing back here from the 10th position on back. Holy cow, put him under a blanket. Little contact there from Sharp into Millen's quarter panel. They kept it clean. Now look at this, 3, almost 4 wide. Lesher going to back out of it. Lesher jumped the right rear tire there on the number 5 of Scott Alston. Lifted out of it. Look at the 13G sideways. Some of the best racing right now towards the mid to back of the field here as we approach the halfway point. Millen down to the outside. Here comes the 13G. Guillaume Fortin in the middle side. Jeff Sharp. Saw him, the last chance qualifier winner. Trying to pick up a few spots here. He knew his night was going to be hard coming from deep into the field. Deep into the field. Finally getting some momentum. Traction down to the bottom hill. Hit a bump. That was the 0-3 of Speedy Brissett. Hit a rut down there. A little bit of a bump on the bottom side of 1 and 2. Cole Day was just to the outside of him. It shot the 0-3 up into the 99, and 99 of Cole Day lost the spot because there went Brian Hacker waltzing on through. Hacker rolling the bottom side. Cole Day going to try and drive it in a little bit deeper than he has been. Just 25 laps to go here tonight in the opening race of the series here for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series. Looking at the drivers inside the top 10 right now. You got the 11 Illinois Hacker. You got the 0-3 of Brissett. You got the 99 of Day. Robbie Schaefer, the birthday man out of Hamburg, Pennsylvania, is also right there. Drivers from all over the country, all over the world are here tonight to race in the Bartel Builders Big Block Series at Volusia. And boy, is it a good one. Look at it as they come off turn 4 here. There you see the 0-3 of Brissett was able to make the bottom work, but then he got shuffled to the outside, and, well, now he's not quite able to make that outside work like everybody did earlier in the night. They were side by side for a second for a moment, and then that kind of shuffled out, kind of extinguished ourselves as Talon Carter, where is Carter? There he is. Caution lights coming on, the 99 of Cole Day going around. Cole Day, the 22-year-old, a big block champion here with the Upstate Racing League, has gone around. He's battling inside the top 10. See what happened, what transpired for the 99 of Cole Day. Robbie Schaefer going to tap the 99 of Day, and then Day going to yard sail it off the infield there. Missed that pit road. Jets out just a little bit. And the 99 of Cold Day found it. That little contact from the 97 just gets the 99 of Cold Day out of his line and unfortunately not able to catch it. There's the contact. You see it, and Cold Day tried to drive out of it. Unfortunately, the right front tire going to go down there and catch the inside wall. Nobody else really involved in that one. Just call it the 97 and the 99 really making the brunt of that one. We'll see what happens there. You see your race leader, though, has been able to lead every lap here tonight at Volusia. The youngster Talon Carter trying to pick up right where he left off last season. Of course, Talon Carter picking up the most wins in series history last year as a rookie. Trying to start things off the right way this season. Picking up a win right here. I think he finished outside the top 10. Lost my notes on Talon Carter, but I do believe he only finished outside the top 10 one time last year. Being told to double him up so we can get this one going once again. So Talon Carter having 10 starts last year, 7 wins, 10 top 5s, and 10 top 10s, with 2 races that were able to drop last year. His lowest position was right here at Volusia, was 10th. Green flag back into the air, 21 laps remaining here tonight at Volusia. This time, Brown's going to be able to drag race Carter towards turn number 1. He was able to drag race and just not able to do anything with it, so Talon Carter going to hold on to the race lead. 20 laps to go here. Brown under attack. Holland working the outside. Brown now going to have to go to the bottom side down here. Look at Brian Hacker. He's been coming through the field. He's picked up 16 spots and digging for more. Oh, a little contact there. Chris Brown trying to go top shelf. Going to make a little contact with Fuller. Fuller went up the track. Brian Hacker waltzed on through. Look at Robbie Schaefer. Here comes Brissett once again. Still the same dancers at the front of the field here. 3 wide. Robbie Schaefer was in the middle that time out of 4. As Fuller going to come down, pinch the 97, which pinches the 86 there, Kelly Dahl. Look at them as they go down the back straight away. We talked about Brian Hacker really charging through the field. So has Al Smith, and he's been doing it all over the place. Down on the bottom right now, trying to get underneath the number 40 of Millen. Millen going to hop the right rear tire in car number 22 of Rabtoy. That'll send Millen to the top shelf. Looks like Kyle Lesher having some problems in the 13. We'll see if he can get that car corralled and back underway. It looks like he will, so we'll stay green with 16 laps to go. Talon Carter still the race leader. 3 wide. Look at Racing Jason come through the middle in the number 98. He's looking like a Tennessee Volunteer running back trying to come right up the gut. Drives it in a little bit deeper. The 0-3 of Speedy Brissett still trying to hold positions here. Now he's back down to the bottom side. It's where he was for the first half of this race. Contact there, the 2B. Bartel's into the back of the number 98. Bartel's going to jump up the speedway. Might lose a spot or 2 here. There you see the 2B. Brand new colors. It matches the 1W of Wayne McDuff. The Bartel Builders race team always coming dressed to the racetrack. Good racing here tonight, coming down to the nitty-gritty. It'll be 13 laps to go. I looked up, I thought we had a couple more laps than that on the board, but we do not. Real close, though, that time. Out of turn 4 for the 0-3 of Speedy Brissett. He was real close to the tires there to cover pit road. Robbie Schaefer trying to go back after Justin Fuller, though. Fuller trying to get Brian Hacker back, and all of them are, of course, trying to run down Chris Brown, Ryan Holland, and Talon Carter. Carter is up to a 1.2-second race lead here already tonight. Al Smith down on the bottom, banging bars with Millen. This is the battle that's back into the field for the 12th and 13th position. They got Bartels to the outside, Guillaume Fortin right there, Scott Austin. Look at Jeff Sharp. Talk to him. The last chance qualifier winner tonight, the rookie coming in, just trying to turn some laps. Just happy to make the feature event here with the field as stacked as it is. Matthew LaValle also back there in the number 65. Kelly Dahl still holding off Speedy Brissett. Brissett trying to find a little traction down to the bottom side. Double high five that time at the flag stand, race fans. This is just 10 more times around the Volusia Raceway Park here tonight for the season opener for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series presented by the Upstate Racing League. Millen has got around the number 96 of Al Smith Jr. and trying to work his way into the top 10. That would be the 2B of Bartel's next car to try and go up there and pass. That would be for the 11th spot, so not quite into the top 10 right now. Look at those cars bounce around. 8 to go. Fuller underneath Hacker now inside the top 5. Remember, Fuller won last year. He won the Coach's Corner Challenge. Driver out of Green, New York, trying to pick up some spots. They've now run down Chris Brown. Brown going to go to the bottom side, protect a little bit there. See if he can hold off the 11 Illinois here in the next 7 laps. It'll be 6.5 this time down the back straightaway they go. Fuller still working the outside. Robbie Schaefer starting to close in also. He's rolling well right through the middle here tonight. Can anybody go up there? Do they have anything for this driver? There it is. Talon Carter. Almost a 2-second lead for Talon Carter. Look off the back bars as he gets the high. How are ya? It's 5 laps to go. That time by at the flag stand. 5 more times for Talon Carter. That's the difference. There you see it. Ryan Holland, a little bit of a slider line back there. Not really able to close the gap. 5 to go. It's Carter. It's Holland. It's Brown. It's Hacker. It's Schaefer. Fuller. Fuller, Schaefer. You figure it out. Both drivers right there battling side by side as they come across the stripe. That time at the line, it was Robbie Schaefer in the Full Moon Garage of a 97, the Hamburg Hot Dog, trying to squeeze out the bun here tonight. It's his birthday. 1 car slow to the inside there. That's the number 13, Kyle Lesher. He'll go a lap down to the race leaders. He's going to hold the bottom side. 3 to go. 3 to go. They're still battling through the field. Looking at the 2B Bartels. That's Sharp. That's Austin. That's LaValle. That's Smith. They're all up underneath the Hornet's Nest here. But this time, the old popsicle sticks will go up, wind them up. 2 to go. Talon Carter here tonight trying to go wire to wire. Just wants to come back to trigger the timing and scoring line. If he can trigger that scoring line in the Carpenter's Tax Service, 1 lap to go, triggers, this race will be over out of turn 4. The white flag is up. It's the final triple round at the Volusia Raceway here, presented by Carpenter's Tax Service. Talon Carter has dominated this one here tonight. Won his heat race. Started on pole here for the feature, and for the final time, he'll slide himself in turns 3 and 4. It'll be Talon Carter picking up the win here. So Talon Carter picks up the W. Coming across the line, it'll be Ryan Holland, Chris Brown, Brian Hacker, Robbie Schaefer. That's your top 5. Justin Fuller, Kelly Dahl, Speedy Brissett, Racing Jason back in 9th, Dylan Raptoy in 10th. That's your unofficial top 10 standings here tonight at Volusia here tonight. For the Bartel Builders 50-lap opener, it's the open house for the Big Block Series here for the Upstate Racing League. And Talon Carter picking up right where he left off. He will pick up the W here tonight. There you see the driver out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania. Unofficial results on the left-hand side of your screen, race fans. Find where your favorite racer tonight will finish out here in this 50-lap feature event. So Talon Carter, Ryan Holland, and Chris Brown all picking up podium positions here in Volusia. We'll take a quick break from the Volusia Raceway. We'll be back here to talk to your top 3 competitors after the fireworks show is over. Stay tuned. We'll be back with your post-race show.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 170,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams. Race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12 Hour. Additional partners include IMSA, World of Outlaws, Supercars, and IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own Indianapolis 500, Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome back here to the Volusia Raceway race fans here tonight for the Bartel Builders Big Block Series presented by the Upstate Racing League. Of course, it was the Bartel Builders night here, the open house, if you will, for the Big Block drivers. 50 laps officially here tonight in our feature event done and over with. That means we have our top competitors here tonight standing by to talk with us. Let's kick things off with the driver out of Fleetwood, Pennsylvania. Picking up the win here tonight, Talon Carter. Talon, a hot one here tonight for you as you guys came prepared and ready to roll.
Volusia isn't my strong suit of a track, but we still got it done. The no invert thing helped too. I got lucky with that, and I got a good lane on the outside in the heat race.
This track here tonight, you didn't seem like you had much pressure from anybody behind you, but were you working the track here tonight looking to see if there was, maybe a late race yellow where this car was going to be able to hook up and go?
Yeah, I was moving around a lot, looking under cautions, and towards the end there I saw how big the cushion was up in 3 and 4, and I was going to stick with my slider line through 1 and 2, so I moved up through 3 and 4, and it worked out pretty good.
So it works out for another win here. That'll put you at 8 wins here in your career with the Big Block Modifieds here with the Upstate Racing League. Last year you picked up the championship. This year here in Volusia, do you know where you finished last year when you made your season debut here with the series?
I'm pretty sure like 10th or something.
Well, the man knows his stats, race fan. That's right. That was your worst race of the season. You beat that by a whole shot here tonight. What does it mean to get a good season opener here for the points?
Yeah, it means a lot. Getting up front in points early. Last year we didn't really do that and had to climb our way up through, but I won like 7 races last year, so it kind of locked it up for me. But we just continue that hot streak into this year, and hopefully we can win them all.
Well, you did good here tonight, Talon. The red carpet rolls out. I'm going to go make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because, race fans, if you remember this from last year, just hold your breath.
Yeah, first off, I gotta thank Matt Shepard. He gave me his traction control secrets for tonight, and I gotta thank all my sponsors: Grand Central Tap Room, Kutztown Printing, Dave Gift, Cantor's Tire Service, Lucky 13 Tattoos and Piercings, Smiles for Miles, Nitro Bar, Matty Pro Band, Gessie Chiropractic, KB Motors Incorporated, Christmas Meats, Greenwald Plumbing, Kelly Spade Realtor, Keller Williams Platinum Realty, Levan Machine and Truck Equipment, and Deca Batteries.
There you heard it, an 8-time winner on the tour here, race fans. Talon Carter will go to victory lane here tonight in the Bartel Builders open house here, 50 at the Volusia Raceway. Finishing 1 position back, he's standing over here, the number 15 of Ryan Holland. Holland, off your rookie campaign now. This is your sophomore season. Man, that car looked pretty good. You had to really battle back there with Hacker and Brown and Schaefer. Fuller was starting to roll down the back windows there on these cars.
Yeah, I got fortunate, like Talon said in the beginning there with the no invert, got to start third. And me and Chris and Kelly, I think, were swapping the spot there for a while through the yellows. But I knew I had a little bit more that I could get out of it if I could get out in front of those guys. And then I just had nothing for Talon. Couldn't touch him.
So last year you battled with Talon for that Rookie of the Year championship, unfortunately coming up a couple spots short, and tonight you follow him in his tire tracks. What are you starting to learn following that? He's just a kid, you know.
Oh, yeah, and I know he drives real cars, so that also helps, and he's been fast in every race. I raced with him outside the league as well, and he's always fast, and, I always know that slider line there through 1 and 2 is there towards the end of the race when it starts slicking off, but I was running the lane lower, and I seen him, pulling out a tenth and a half, maybe 2/10 each lap, and I caught that 3 and 4, the cushion in 3 and 4 a little too late, but happy for a second, man. Can't be happier than I am right now for a second.
That's going to do real nice in the point standings. What do you think headed into, I believe if I read the schedule right, what do we head to, the big track, Charlotte, next week?
Yes, we're going to Charlotte. Looking forward to it. Not one of my best tracks, but I think I did decent there last year. I'm always okay when I run there, so always looking forward to Sunday nights with you guys and with all the racers and Al and everybody. It's always a good time.
Well, it was a great time here tonight, Ryan, as you will pick up the second position here tonight in the Bartel Builders Big Block feature event. Who do you got to thank that helps this number 15 to always look pretty darn good dressed out there on the racetrack and as fast as it is?
Well, as you said, Roger, first I got to thank Showtime Custom Wraps. James over there always puts a super nice-looking car under me every time I ask for it, and can't be more thankful for him doing what I need him to do. All the guys that helped me over at the Foxtrot RC Park and Upstate RC, and all the Discord guys that I race with throughout the week to practice.
There you hear it. Ryan Holland here tonight, picking up one spot to finish in second in his sophomore season. Him and Talon Carter, both rookies from last year, making sure the field knows that last year's rookie campaign for both drivers were not just a hoax. Finishing third here tonight, he's a seasoned veteran with the series. How about Chris Brown? Another great run for the Whiteout Performance number 136 here tonight. Last year you told me you couldn't get the handle on these cars. This year you come out swinging here early on.
Yeah, I've been running pretty decent in these things lately, so hopefully can continue this momentum for the rest of the season.
You talk about the momentum. Tonight it seemed like these cars early on had to go to the top side. That seemed to be where the momentum was. And then all of a sudden it swung right back down to the bottom side. Where did you find this 136 the fastest to hold off the guys that were coming behind you?
Yeah, I was struggling at the end of the race there to find grip, but if there had been a few more laps, I think Hacker and Fuller were back there. They probably would have got me. It's just, once it gets slick in these things, I struggle to keep my foot out of the gas pedal and keep the traction going. So lucky to get third tonight.
Talon Carter did tell me he's selling some traction control tips. If you do need them, just go meet him over at his hauler after this race. But hey, this one's in the books, and Volusia always just seems to be a very tricky track for a lot of these drivers. But we have some varying tracks coming up. Charlotte, Lanier, and I-55 for the first time ever with the Big Block Series. What do you think going forward here in the next three races?
I'm pretty good at Charlotte. It'll be interesting. It kind of just depends where you start there because it gets pretty top-heavy there. So it depends on where you start in that one. If you can get in front of guys, it helps to be up front too. So Lanier I suck at, and I-55 I haven't raced much at, so that'll be another new one for everybody, I think.
Well, we look forward to seeing this car come off the hauler week in and week out here on Sunday evenings with the Big Block Series. So, well, we know there's people that have to help you to get up and down the road. Who are those on the side of this number 136?
Whiteout Performance, my brother-in-law's company in Kansas. He runs a speed shop out there. He does a really good job with drag racing cars and stuff. So I appreciate him giving me the money I need to stay on iRacing. Kristen Jones Boudoir, Neon Temple, and Weird Solutions, and my wife for letting me race.
There you hear it. Chris Brown's got a little one back home and a wife, and tonight he's out here on the computer racing with the Upstate Racing League. He will bring the 136 home, sitting in P number 3. So that's going to do it for the top 3 competitors here tonight. Talon Carter, Ryan Holland, and Chris Brown all picking up podium positions. They also picked up our Super Dirt Car Series heat races in heat number 1, 2, and 3. So those 3 drivers finishing right where they started, Holland and Brown, just swapping those 2 positions. Well, with those 3 being the drivers that were able to pick up the podium spots, who was the driver that was able to pick up the most spots out there onto the raceway? Well, that's going to be a little of one that they had to tally up. We had to wait for that one. What do you say we have him standing by here with us, the number 11 Illinois, Brian Hacker. Hacker, a great run here for you. It's been a little while since, well, we, one, got to talk to you, and two, you've said in the past, on record, that you don't really care for the big block modified. But here tonight, you were able to find that power and work on that footing, and you picked up 16 positions here.
Yeah, I don't. They're starting to grow on me a little bit. I think my biggest thing, especially here, is I can't qualify in them. So you might end up seeing me trying to come to the front more often than not. Hopefully, that's not the case. I'd like to be able to qualify up front, but we definitely made our evening a little more adventurous than it should have been.
So you made it adventurous. Tell us where, though, this number 11 was the quickest, because 16 spots, that means you had to start at, well, pretty much darn near the back.
Yeah, I think we're the last one to transfer in through the heats, so we started 20th. Honestly, I was just trying to go where the congestion was not. I think the car was fine on the top or the bottom. And then, after about 20, 25 laps, I think the middle really came in where you could kind of run it right in between guys. So some people were getting stuck on the bottom and maybe bonging it down a little bit too much, and the high side really widened out a lot. So if you could keep the car straight in the middle, we were able to make some ground up.
Well, you made the ground up here tonight. Hacker, congratulations on picking up our Super Dirt Car Series biggest mover of the event here, picking up 16 spots to finish there in the 4th spot. We look forward to seeing you next week down the road at Charlotte.
Thanks, Roger.
There you hear it. That's your post-race interviews here tonight from the Volusia Raceway Park. You heard from your top 3 competitors. Well, actually, you heard from your top 4 tonight, because Talon Carter, Ryan Holland, Chris Brown all picking up the podium spots, and Brian Hacker picking up that Super Dirt Car Series biggest mover of the event, coming into our 4th position. 5th was going to be Robbie Schaefer. Justin Fuller unofficially crossed the line into our 6th position here tonight. Take a look. 7th then is going to be Kelly Dahl. It'll be Speedy Brissett, Jason Dobbs, Dylan Rabtoy rounding out the top 10. That's unofficially how they will come across the line here tonight. Oh boy, it was a great one here at Volusia. We do have some races coming up, of course. We have we talked about it. Charlotte coming up next week. We got Lanier coming up, I-55, Cedar Lake. Those are all the races before the Christmas, New Year holiday, so we still have a lot of racing left to do here in 2022 with the Bartel Builders Big Block Series here with the Upstate Racing League, and I can't wait just for 1 week to head over to the dirt track at Charlotte. I was just there. Of course, Talon Carter was there, Doug Ungari, and Josiah Millen, drivers here with the league. I got to hang out with them down there at the dirt track at Charlotte. So going from the real world of things here into the sim side of things at Charlotte, we can't wait to get there with our virtual big block modifieds. But with everybody at the Bartel Builders, everybody with the Upstate Racing League, and all the sponsors that make this show what it is, race fans, we say good night here from the virtual Volusia Raceway. So until we see you next time, though, everybody stay safe, and we'll see you in turn 3.